Good evening, North Carolina. Vinyl Picker back on Monday night. And this is part two. I did my video earlier today on the 10 records that I go to most of the time and listen to. Now I'm back and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys and gals all the new pickups I've had this week. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to get right into it here in just a second. So we started out the week and I got me some stuff from eBay and got a couple things from Discogs. Picked up this Marillion CD. This one here is Marbles. It's a double album that they did about halfway through their run with H. It's really good. It's one of my favorite Marillion albums. It's a double album, so it qualifies. Mahavishnu Orchestra. This is the Lost Trident tapes. Actually, this is the album that was supposed to have been released after Birds of Fire, if I'm not mistaken. The Intermounting Flame. And then it was supposed to have been this album, but it was shelved. It was never done. And then they did a live album as their third album, from what I read. So this album was finally released a few years back, and then it was released. I'm not sure what the original name was going to be on this, but if anybody knows, put it in the comment section below. And then I also got a pair of Marillion albums this week. This is the remaster of Season's End. This was Marillion's first album they did after Fish left the band. And this is Fear, F Everyone and Run. This album was the couple back, not their newest, but one before that. But this is just outstanding. This is the tour I saw in Orlando. So those were the pickups I got this week from eBay and Discogs. And then also, I went to a little honey hole that I have that's not too far from my house. Picked up 10 albums, and these were all $3 a piece. And most of these, I'm keeping most of these. A few of these, excuse me, will go in the store. This is ELO, Out of the Blue. I didn't have this record. I used to have it, and that was one of the ones that went to the store. Excuse me. I found this album, Kitaro, with the hype sticker. And this album is called Tinku. And I have another copy of this that I'm going to put in my store. And my store is in Discogs. There'll be a down below. You'll be able to reach my store from down below. And it's Big Chief Vinyl 57. So if you're interested in buying any CDs or DVDs, just look down below and you'll see in the comment section down there where I'll put in the address to get to the store in Discogs. North Carolina Vinyl Picker. Here you go. This is a great album, Kitaro. And then I got another copy of Hajira, which was in my top 10 albums that I listen to all the time. As a matter of fact, I listened to it today. So this is like my third copy I think I have. This will probably go in the store because I already have my copy, which is 180 gram. I got my daughter's copy, and then now I got this copy. And then I found this one here, Aliens soundtrack. These were all $3 a piece. And then I got the Fury. Anybody know about this movie? Put it in down the below there. And a Joni Mitchell album that I did not have, Dog Eat Dog. These were all $3 a piece. This is the honey hole that I've gone back to about 4 times. I think I need to go back to it one more time, but we'll see. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This soundtrack was there. These are all mint. There's hundreds of soundtracks there and classical music, but I just don't know that much about classical music to figure out which ones there are worth my time getting and putting in the store or picking up just to have because they're so rare and valuable. There's probably I don't know, 50 to 75 classical albums there. And there's probably another, at least 50 more soundtracks of different movies. Some of them I've never heard of, like The Fury. I've never heard of The Fury. But there's some other ones there that are like Gone with the Wind is there. There's a whole bunch of them. I picked this one out for my daughter. This is The Wizard of Oz. So that'll be going in her records. I had The Valley of the Dolls, and they had this one there, Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. And The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I believe this is my second copy of this. So whenever I see a Clint Eastwood, John Wayne, any of those guys, a 007, I pick them up. And then I went over to Asheville with my wife. We had a really nice time the other day. And went to a place called Mr. K's. Mr. K's is a bookstore, but they have records there. And I always find something cool there every time I go over there to Asheville. And if you're ever over there, also there's if you like bagels, Bruegger's Bagels over there. They're just awesome bagels. But I'm being from Jersey, I love bagels anyway. My Yankees aren't doing too good, buddy. I tell you what, pretty sad. In the cellar, how about, okay, on a happier note, I found a Steve Morris CD. And I need to look through their CDs some more over there because they're like $2, $3 a piece. And this one here is called High Tension Wires. I never had this one, I don't think. It's one of the CDs of his I didn't have. He's pretty much jazz fusion. I believe Steve Morris played with Kansas, if I'm not mistaken. And also maybe Deep Purple, too. If anybody knows, put it in the comment section below. One hell of a guitar player. And then, Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you hear me? $3 for this. Doesn't have the booklet. I think it came with a booklet at one point. But it was filthy. It was really dirty. So I brought it home and put it through the Humming Guru. Man, that sucker sounds like it's brand new. That's a goodie. That's what we say. That's what we say in the biz, huh? Okay, then I went over to one of my favorite places, Harvest Records. And that's down in Asheville. And if you ever get over to Asheville, you need to check out Harvest Records. So Steve, when you come over, we need to get over there and I'll take you to some of my haunts over there in Asheville. It's about an hour from me. And if anybody's watching out there in the North Carolina area of Charlotte, this Saturday there's going to be a sale over there for a vinyl sale at the I got it right here in front of me. It's a show actually, the Spring Hill Resorts, 12325 Johnson Road, and admission is $2. So it's the Charlotte vinyl show, CD show, and they have it every quarter. And the next one after this is going to be October 14th. If there's anybody out there in the vinyl community that can hear me in arm's reach of coming out to Charlotte or live down there and want to meet me over there, let me know. You can get a hold of me on my Instagram or on my Facebook. And we can meet up over there and then maybe get some lunch afterwards, maybe go over and see Dylan. So just let me know. I'm going to be going down regardless. I'm probably going to get there when it opens at 10. I usually get there about 9:30. Get there a little early. The door's always open. You just walk in and start picking up some good stuff. I always leave there with something good. But while I was at Harvest Records, I picked up Joni Mitchell's new album. This album here is with Brandi Carlile, and she helped Joni with her recovery. She was really sick a few years back. You can read about it online, but real short story is that she was real sick, and they didn't know whether or not she'd be able to walk or again, let alone sing. So Brandi Carlile, I guess, became her friend, and then through her recovery and whatnot, and then they started doing some songs together. And before you know it, a year ago now, she was playing at Newport Jazz Festival, where she started in 1967, and she was on stage, and then she did all these songs right here on the back here. And I listened to this, man, I got choked up today. Big Yellow Taxi, A Case of You, Amelia, Both Sides Now, Just Like the Rain, Summertime, Carrie, helped me come in from the cold, shine, and the circle game. Oh man, it was really good. You need to listen to this. If you like Joni Mitchell, her voice is a lot deeper now and older. But my God, we're just lucky to even have her at this point. So yeah, read about the story about Joni, and if you love Joni Mitchell and you like Brandi Carlile, this is a no-brainer. And then I went over to where the guy he grades all the records, and I always talk to him when I go over there. I don't know if he knows me or not, but I just go over and talk to him, and then I'd look through the new releases. There was a guy there; he's kind of hogging the whole area. So I went over and checked out the jazz and checked out the Love Me wall and checked all the stuff out. And I saw this there. I'm like, what is that? I don't ever leave a Dark Side of the Moon behind. I got I don't know. I showed a bunch of copies earlier on my other show, and I've given a lot of them away, and I've had them and sold them, but I always keep the real cool ones. And so then I saw this on the wall, and I'm like, what is the price on that? It was $35. It's a Quadrophony German press. That's actually the original British press of this release from '74. So this was the original tapes that they used to make the UK quad, and then this one here was made. This is the German, so they borrowed the tapes and they made one. But apparently Pink Floyd didn't like the quadraphonic mix that was done by Alan Parsons. They didn't care for it. So they didn't release it in the UK, from what I understand. It was only released in Germany. And this is the first press. And I'm not sure if he knew it was the first press. They go for pretty good money on Discogs. But this one here it was really dirty. And I ran it through the machine. I ran it through my Humming Guru twice and cleaned it up. And I have never before ever heard this album sound better than I did when I played it on this vinyl record. And I've heard this album many, many times over the years. Just incredible, the sound of this. So if anybody out there knows a better copy of this, I heard the 30th anniversary of the Dark Side of the Moon album was really, really good. And someone told me that was from the original tape, so I don't know. But this one here, the quad, I wasn't going to leave it there. First, because it was Pink Floyd. Second, it's the Dark Side of the Moon. And third, it was a quad. And fourth, it was $35. So that's all I got for this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. And if you did, hit the subscribe button and the bell. I'm only 25 short of 800. So can you guys help me? Help me, please. Help me get to 800. I only need about 25 more. Tell a friend. Tell your family. Tell somebody. You get the North Carolina Vinyl Picker Big Chief 24 more votes or subs so I can get to 800, please, by this weekend. I really appreciate it. And that's all I got for today. This is my second video. I'm plumb wore out. You guys wear me out. All this picking. I'm going back out tomorrow, though. You know what I'm going to be doing? What am I going to be doing? Little Jimmy? Sally over there? Yeah, I'm going to be out there banging them bushes. I'm going to be out there looking for stuff. I'm going to be looking at all that stuff and see whatever I can find in the thrift stores and wherever I can find the antique malls. I'm going to an antique mall tomorrow. I think I am. I'm going to be going down to one over in Conover. So I'm going to if you're over in the Conover area, you will come see down Big Chief. Big Chief will be over there. Yep, North Carolina Vinyl Picker. And I'll see you this Saturday down at the record show in Asheville, in Charlotte. So yeah, I'll be signing autographs and everything. Yeah, I'll be down there. So looking forward to seeing everybody. So y'all be good. Take care and support them troops. North Carolina Vinyl Picker out.